As parents, we will do absolutely anything and everything to keep our kids healthy. That's why when they get sick, oh man, do we get stressed. From stuffy noses to coughs and especially fevers. Our natural reaction as parents is to go straight to fight or flight, worry, and anxiety. It's this natural, stressful emotion combined with a generation or two of training that also then sends so many parents right to the doctor's office or the pharmacy aisle with their sick kiddos. You see, the biggest problem with our current healthcare system that trains us to turn to Tylenol and antibiotics and decongestions and corticosteroids almost immediately is that while most things may help in the short term, they weaken and suppress the immune system in the body in the long term. The truth is that God designed our kids to be healthy and strong right out of the gate, but they also have quite a bit of growth and development yet to go. So getting sick a few times within the first few years, when those teeth are coming in, where our weather is changing, can actually be a good thing that brings about some short-term struggles that add up to long-term gains. If you've had this big internal struggle between going natural or going medical when your kids are sick, you most definitely are not alone. Because parents of today, more now than ever, are looking for the answers and the drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help within the short term, but make things better in the long term as well. Each of us parents wants to always do what's right, helping our kids get through the illness as fast as possible and avoiding them in future. To not necessarily load up on all sorts of natural health, nervous system, and immune system boosting actions during an illness, but also rest assured that you're helping build your child's strength, their resilience, and adaptability in the long term as well. So parents, you might be asking now, what is the absolute answer? So focus first on getting the body everything that it needs to fight off illness and build resilience. And then second, make sure to do it in the right order or the sequence. So the order or the sequence in which this must work is the part that very few parents or even providers are aware of. And it truly is the secret to all of this. You can't put more complex methods of natural healing in play until the body and the central nervous system have mastered the basics or the foundation. So adding in the supplements and the detox protocols may be important, but they can't necessarily happen without these first four pillars being a strong foundation for the neuroimmune system to use them appropriately. So having a healthy, adaptable nervous system with neurologically focused chiropractic care is key. So since the autonomic nervous system controls and modulates every single cell, tissue, organ within the body, especially our immune system, the benefits of chiropractic care become incredibly far-reaching. You can best understand the multiple benefits of chiropractic by looking at it through the lens of what's called dysautonomia. This is perhaps the most confusing part of chiropractic, honestly. How can it be so simple? Most parents are so used to our current medical system where there's a different specialist and a different kind of doctor for every system of the body. Your ENT, your GI doctor, your neurologist, even providers, speech and OT and ABA and all of that. But none of them seem to communicate or coordinate very well together. In contrast, that's exactly why chiropractic care focuses in on our nervous system. The central and autonomic nervous systems are the air traffic controller of the entire body. And making a healthy nervous system the key signaling catalyst for the immune system and all else. So the first pillar is sleeping well. We all know what it's like to not get enough sleep. You feel moody, easily agitated, and unfocused. Plus, little sleep takes a big toll on your physical health over time. Our bodies do some of their best works while we're sleeping, and that's as fully grown adults as well. So consistent poor sleep in children can contribute to digestive problems or immune system issues and focus and behavioral challenges, or even things like anxiety and depression and other health concerns. Sleep is an all-important catalyst for everything else that you do to keep momentum in your health. The second big pillar that we talk a lot about is exercise and play. And if we all think back to our childhood, it was rare to not be playing outside, moving our bodies constantly during the daylight hours. And truth is, we didn't have anything else to do. iPhones and live streaming and Nintendo Switches and YouTube Kids and Blippi and Bluey and Peppa Pig and all of that crap wasn't necessarily created yet. We had to build forts and play neighborhood sports and ride our bikes around town and climb trees. I promise this is not trying to make anyone feel older than we already are, but only to emphasize the change over the last 10, 15, 20 years of how childhood is now set up to move less. So exercise and movement aren't just good for our kids' bodies. It's good for their brain and their nervous system as well. There's pretty substantial research that shows the more that kids move, the better they can activate brain pathways that are key to learning, focus, socialization, development, and immune system responses. Plus, movement and exercise are massive catalysts for our mood, our sleep, and eating healthier foods. The next pillar is eating clean, healthy foods. And no doubt, it's a focus of your family at some point. And we like to divide eating clean and healthy into 5 simple steps. So, eating nutrient-dense foods, drinking plenty of water, minimizing the intake of processed sugars, and avoiding trans fats or unhealthy fats, as well as the chemicals like preservatives and food dyes. Parents, I don't want you to get discouraged if you're not perfect. Think about an 80-20 balance. Consistency over the long term is more important than the one-off birthday party where natural foods go out of the window or one meal is missed. I hear this all the time within the office where there was a birthday party over the weekend and parents know, and a lot of times some of these older kids know too, where it's like, hey, they went and had some cake and some ice cream and some of those things in a birthday party, and the next couple of days they feel it, and parents feel it especially. Don't get down on yourself. It's okay. It gives us more information of, hey, we're trending in the right direction, not doing these things. And when we divert back to some of the old stuff, or processed foods or sugars and dyes, we see the effect on our kids. The last pillar is that the nervous system needs to be focused on first. This is where we focus. It's on the nervous system. And first are within these 4 key pillars. And they're the foundation for everything that follows. You can add in all of the supplements, the smoothies, the herbs, the essential oils, the detoxes, the binders. You can add in all of the things that you want. But if your child's nervous system is stressed out, they're not sleeping, they're not moving, and they're not eating clean, nothing will work near the same. The moment that your child gets sick, circle back and double down on those foundational pillars and the basics by making sure that your child's getting plenty of sleep, they're moving their bodies, they're eating clean, and most especially getting adjusted an extra time or 2 in order to get the nervous system and the immune system functioning at its best. Now, all of this may seem foreign and brand new to you now as you're just getting started on this big healing natural health journey. But we promise that your pediatric and family neurologic chiropractic team is here for you every step of the way to help build a stronger immune system for your family. Parents of today are more than ever looking for answers and drug-free action steps and solutions that not only help within the short term, but make things better within the long term as well. So if your child is struggling with immune-related health challenges, we have resources and help for you too.